Hey guys, what's going on? It's Stef here. I hope you've been well. I know I have, and it's time for another metal detecting, treasure hunting adventure. In this week's episode, I'm metal detecting in the woods. Kind of. When I say kind of, I mean I am directly on the side of the road. This is a site that all other metal detectorists had overlooked since the site was raised 250 years ago. And the reason nobody else had found it was because the cellar is actually filled in. So you can't see it on Lidar. Yeah, sometimes it takes, what we call maps to find old sites that nobody else has been to. Now, although I found this site at the end of 2023, it is still producing old coins and plenty of relics from the 1700s. There's a lot to look forward to in this week's episode, so without wasting any more time, let's hop in. All right, big substantial 40-41 signal right here. Sounds pretty good to me. Hopefully it's something old. Okay, well I think I see whatever it is. I'm assuming it's a button with those numbers. Just saw that. And yep, that's what we've got. Nothing on the front, I don't think. But we do have a shank. Let me see if we got a back mark here. Oh, look at that. We still have thread through it. That's so cool. I love when that happens. I'm not going to clean it up any more than that right now. No back mark that I can see, so I would say probably 1700s. And the material's coming out. I'll try to keep it together, though. That's really cool. I didn't film this one because I'm directly on the edge of the road. You can see the power lines there. It's only rigging up like a 31. Not very deep, so I figured it might be a pull tab, but just a teeny tiny fragment of a colonial, it looks like shoe buckle. Wow, that was a good hit. Nice. All right, well, I certainly wish there was more of it, but you never know. The rest could be here. Phew, it sure is thick in here in the summer. I just had to kick a bunch of vines away, but I have a decent signal here. Let's get in there. All right, well, I can see it, but I have no idea what it is yet. Right there at the bottom of the hole. And a spoon handle? Yeah, I think that's what we've got. Lead pewter spoon handle from back in the day when people did not know lead was poisonous. Let's see if we have a design on here. Can't really tell. We might, and if we do, I will definitely come back with it, but if not, we'll keep on moving. Nice find. I love the feeling when you know you're about to dig up something awesome. Yes, please. Well, I pulled a few nails from the hole, couldn't find it, re-swung it, and realized it was over here. It's over there. I knew it was a coin. I would have bet my bottom dollar, and I was right. It might be kind of smooth. I can't tell. Cannot tell what this is yet. Do we have a bust on this side? Maybe. Man, it beeped so high, too. You know what? Let me get this in a better spot. I'm right next to the road right now, and we will ID this together. But that is super encouraging. Always a welcome sign to find a nice, big old copper coin. It's awesome. I'll be right back. Well, I'd be lying to you if I told you that I knew exactly what this was. I actually thought for a minute, and it still could be, because of this double line here and a lot of space underneath, I kind of thought that was the sundial side. I think that's the obverse of the Fujio, which was only made in 1787, designed by Benjamin Franklin. And they beep really high like that because I've got a couple. But this side should have 13 linked rings on there. And, oh, now that I'm looking through the viewfinder, I think I can see it. Not a Fujio, but I see an old wreath. So I think this is going to be, it might even be a Liberty Cap large sun. I don't know. It's going to be early US though, whatever it might be. It's either a draped bust or a Liberty Cap. I'd almost lean Liberty Cap because it was ringing up so high. At least when I was pinpointing it, probably off camera, naturally. So hopefully I can figure out what that is definitively, but if not, I'll just have to be happy that I have a coin here that's over 200 years old. It's always the goal on the day, so hey, alrighty, we'll keep going. Nice loud and proud signal right here, about 49.50, something like that. Tough to miss that one. Let's dig it up. And we have a mainstay out here. Hope you guys like buttons. Let's see. We'll do the slow reveal. See if there's anything on the front. I don't see anything on the back, I don't think. So probably a 1700s button. I'm sure it's going to be plain. They kind of usually are. Yep. Plain. But this would have had, like, you know, gold gilding or silver wash on this back in the day. Or even if it didn't, it would have shown, like, golden colored because it's brass. So still would have made a statement, but, you know, a little bit plain to look at today. Still really cool, though. Always appreciative. Might have a pretty good one right here. Just kind of hanging around in the 50s, touching 60s. Could be anything. We'll see what it is. I just had a mini heart attack. Wait till you see this. I was pinpointing. I'm like, where is this thing? It seems like it's large. And then when it flipped over, looks like we're going to have an applied silver button as opposed to silver plated. Well, no, I guess it's silver washed. Okay. Wow, that looked like a silver coin all day. I think we might have a shank. Yeah, we do. Let's get this off here together. Very satisfying. And this one looks like it has a back mark, so I would say, I thought I just saw a ring around it. Yeah. Oh, wow, this is going to have a ton of silver wash left. A ton. But yeah, it looks like it might have a back mark, so I would call early 1800s on this. I just, my God. It's so heavy. It's heavy like a coin. Well, some things hold up really well, evidently. That is a beautiful, beautiful button. Still shiny. I love it. Didn't even film this target. A ring up an 8 on the Manticore. An 8. And we actually have a desirable. Looks like we got an itty bitty tomback button. Really shiny. Wow. Ooh, I wish there was an etched pattern in there. I love finding those. And we have a full shank though. So that's positive. Very nice. Looks like about maybe mid-1700s. Somewhere in that arena. But I just love how shiny these stay sometimes. Looks the same way as it did 250 years ago. Super cool. All right, low to mid-20s signal right here, and it's pretty messy looking, but I'm in a ton of iron, so we'll take a look together. Definitely something trying to squeak through. What a nice little find. I am excited about this one. Don't find them too often. I have a thimble down here. You can see the green where it was resting for maybe 250 years or so. Wow, look at the condition. It's in stellar condition. Oh, I love that. That is just beautiful. Just an everyday piece of life. Stitching those buttons back on that I keep finding. Unreal. Beautiful condition. Let me make sure that I keep the dirt packed in there. That's what I like to do if I find a thimble. Just so there's no chance of me crushing it. Or less chance anyway. But I will pack that away safely. Really glad I dug that crummy signal. Pays off. I just dug a 22 bullet not too far from where my coil is. Maybe a bit over there. I got an even lower tone and I thought, well, maybe that's the 22 casing. Nope. It wasn't deep, I just popped it out right there. And we have another 1700s tomback button. You can tell how shiny it is. No shank on this one, but please, I would love for the other side to have a design. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Wah, wah. Nope, just plain, but hey. And that's, you know what? It's fascinating to me that this isn't broken, because tomback is a very brittle material and it's bent right there. So luckily, somehow it's in one piece, despite not having a shank. Still a very nice find. Pretty big, beefy sounding, like 3940 signal right here. Let's see what it is. Quite honestly, I've got no idea what this is. This little cylinder here, it doesn't seem to be part of a bullet casing. I picked it up, let me get this in the sun for you. I picked this up and it's very, very heavy. I mean, very heavy. Like I'm immediately thinking gun part for some reason, but I don't know. Perplexing little piece. Yeah, this side mirrors the other one. It's got like a slit down there. Other side seems to be the same. Well, I could probably use your help on that one, unless I have something up on the screen by now showing you what this is. But I'd be really curious to find out something different. Wow, this rang up so low on the Manticore, like a 15, 16. It was down there, and on the last shovelful, don't worry, I did check to make sure I didn't hit it. I got that. And it's, oh, come on, where'd you go? I did want you. You look fancy. Oh, yeah, fancy tomback button. Oh, what a shame it's broken. What a shame. Wow. That is absolutely gorgeous. And this is why I dig it all at these sites. I know people love to cherry pick for high tones and stuff, but this is just stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, okay, let me brush that off and come back. I've been digging and trying to locate the pieces that are missing from this absolutely gorgeous, dandy-sized, so like an 18th century coat button. Wow, just, man. And what I didn't show you yet, at least I don't think so, it's kind of a surprise on the other side here. This is actually a drilled shank, so that means this thing is old. If I had to wager a guess, probably early to mid 1700s. What a beauty and a heartbreaker. But honestly, even though it's broken, easily one of my favorite buttons I've found in the last year or so. Just incredible. Pretty large and deep looking low conductor right here. At least it sounds large to me. Could be wrong. We'll find out. I stand corrected. Not large at all. It was actually pretty shallow. Just got it right here. And we have a teeny tiny button. Looks to be a brass alloy. Don't think there's anything on the front, but no back mark I can see, so I'd say 1700s. All right, very good. No shortage of buttons out here, and that's because, if I've never mentioned it, in the colonial era and into the early 1800s, each outfit that somebody would wear typically would consist of like 30 buttons, or rather, I should say, it included 30 buttons. So that's why we find so darn many of them. But never really gets old, so always enjoy that. Oh man, I cannot tell you how much I wish I filmed this target. It was coming up like a, I don't know, low 30s. I can't even remember because it looks like something I'm really gonna like. Haven't even touched it. And yeah, so pulled a nail out of the hole and then re-swung it, kept going deeper, and we have this, which I think is probably, yeah, that's going to be a colonial buckle. Hell yes. You guys know how much I love these. And it feels like the pin, yeah, the pin is still there. Oh man, I really don't want to pop the dirt out on camera, but I know that's like relic porn to you guys, so hang on a second. All right, so I can see the two tongues there. It might not actually be a knee buckle. Depends what the other side looks like here, if there's still anything left, which there isn't. So that might actually be like a garter buckle or something, but wow. What a day, what a day, what a day. Oh, man. Okay, let me brush that off properly and come back. That is awesome. There you have it. So cool. I'm actually surprised it's still intact because if I flip it over here, you'll see that pin is just hanging on by a thread because the pin that's running through the brass is actually iron. I can see that leaching out just there. But wow. Again, I'm going to go with garter buckle on this. I'll look at my buckle book right now for you, and it will either confirm or deny what I just said. But you guys know I love colonial buckles. There's something about them. I don't know. It's just one of those weird things that I absolutely love to find. It doesn't look like there's a design on there, but that is quite all right with me. Complete colonial buckle. You know that is always a welcome surprise for me. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me this week. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was awesome to go and recap this amazing site that has been producing steadily for 1.5 years now. And although the signals are starting to get a little bit thin, well, sitting down and editing this video made me want to go back. So I might just have to do that sometime in the next couple weeks, and we'll see what happens. But I digress. I want to say before getting out of here, if you have enjoyed this video and you haven't already done so, please go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos from me. It means so much to me when you subscribe because it helps the channel thrive, grow, and it continues to encourage me to keep making these videos for you. So all that said, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Happy hunting, and we'll see you on the next treasure hunting adventure.